Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today as we prepare for Black Ops 6, we're at the final stretch. I'm going to be going through some tips and tricks for assault rifle players. In the background you're going to see a lot of MCW gameplay, and I'm going to be going through some of the just kind of the obvious tips and tricks that I've learned this year about how to play with an AR and just how you can do to improve it. So start off with the most basic thing. I think you need to start to master your shot. If you guys are trying to improve as an AR, you need to master your shot. Now, before we head into that and kind of tips and how to do that, you're probably watching as an SMG player thinking, okay, I don't really need to know this. So I'm going to try to change your perspective a little bit. If you guys are AR players, then this video will be perfect for you. If you guys are SMG players and you maybe never touched the AR, just a few things. One, it's good to get into the mind of the other role, because it's very important for you to realize how they play. If you can understand the strengths and weaknesses of an AR, when you play as a submachine gun player, you'll be able to use that knowledge in your favor, right? You'll be able to go against those AR players having more knowledge. Really, really important. The other side of it is, if you guys are, playing solo queue or want to play in a team and get picked up, if you don't use an AR, you're going to really limit your stock. You're going to limit yourself as a player because you're going to be very one-dimensional. Imagine you go in a team with 3 submachine guns and your team need a bit more map control. You're never going to be there to be that player. Really, really important stuff to make sure you have that in your locker. Okay, let's get into the tips and tricks, how to play as an AR. So the first thing, like I mentioned, is your shot. Your shot is everything. When you're an AR player, you're basically the sentry gun for your team. Okay, there's a few different roles as an AR, but most of the time, no matter what you're doing, you're going to need to work on your shot. So I always recommend get your time played in a day, right? So let's just use some simple calculation. If you play for 2 hours, okay? If you're in a 2-hour session, spend the first 20 minutes shooting bots, working on your specific shot, your centering, your jump shots, your long shots, stuff like that. You're controlling your recoil, because what happens is when you're actually playing, you want to be utilizing that time properly. So if you play for an hour and a half instead of the 2 because you're warming up, that hour and a half will be a lot more productive because you'll be using your weapon properly. You'll be really kind of using it to its best potential. So I really recommend warming up and making sure you're using your shot to its full potential for step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be controlling your recoil. Okay, now I know that's a very simple thing to say and it's very quite simple to do because all you have to do is move your right stick down, but I want you guys to start using the burst fire. Okay, if you guys ever watch Dashi or some of my other videos about how to improve your accuracy, you'll notice something I do is the burst fire. Okay, so what I do is I like to use my right stick and control my recoil, but I don't like to shoot all my bullets at once. Okay, you're seeing it in some of the clips now. I like to simply shoot my weapon, and as I'm shooting, I like to shoot in bursts. Okay, I like to shoot in bursts of like 5 or 6. That way I'm controlling the recoil a bit more. The next thing I want to talk about is your positioning, and this is the perfect example here. In this next clip, you're going to see some really good positioning and how we use the controlling the gunfight kind of concept to win more. So we're going to go through in this next clip, and I want you to realize what happens. Right now, he's on a head glitch. Okay, if I was to push forward right now, if I was to push forward and this player was to see me the way he's seeing me now, he could easily get the kill. So instead, I'm going to get a shot off. Now he's weak. I'm then going to push forward, and now you can see we're on the head glitch. Okay, so it's a completely different gunfight because now I'm on the head glitch. I'm more ready for it, and I'm standing at my high ground. I'm standing on my head glitch. So you want to make sure you're controlling the gunfight and you're out positioning your opponent. The next thing, you want to add some movement. And overall, I feel like people feel like with an AR you have to be really slow and stiff, but me personally, I feel like you can really be aggressive with your AR. You can really take the gunfight to your opponent, and you're seeing it in a lot of these clips. Most of these clips, we're playing very aggressive. We're going head to head with SMG players, but how do we go head to head with SMG players? Because you're using an AR, you need to be ready for the gunfight. You need to be L triggered in like I'm doing now at power spots. You need to be crack aiming. You need to be using movement. Don't be afraid to be an aggressive mobile AR. I think so many people I watch, they play the AR role so slow, and I feel like you're kind of costing yourself. The SMGs have the advantage at close range, but in a game like this where the MCW is so broken, utilize it. Be aggressive. You're seeing right now, we take out one, instantly we're going to jump around the corner. Okay, but as I approach this gunfight, look how close I am. I'm so close to the hill, right? If I just kind of stand there, he's going to jump around the corner and camera me. I don't want that. So I'm going to go forward. I'm going to get this kill. I know he's on the left. I know he's on the left because of the mini map. There's nowhere else he could be based on the hill. So guess what? I'm going to drop shot. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to drop shot and get the kill. Add that movement in. Don't be afraid to use movement, okay? It's really, really important. And make sure you know what you're doing with your weapon. Yes, you can shoot people close range. However, the submachine guns will still win. You need to do things like I'm doing in these clips here. You need to be able to predict where the opponents are coming from using the minimap, and then use your weapon the way it's supposed to be. Yes, it's an assault rifle, but like you're seeing right now, look at these slide cancels. I'm slide canceling, I'm jumping, I'm prepared for the gunfight, and when I get there, I'm pre-aimed in. I'm not sliding around like a submachine gun. I'm sliding around to get to those power spots. It's a different, okay? It's a difference in terms of how you're preparing for the gunfight. Right now we're using the head glitch. Look, we get 1 kill, back away. We see him up top, right? So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna go through. We're gonna take our time, go through a different angle, and we're always about creating those angles and making it easier for you to get those shots off. The next thing I want to talk about is pre-aiming head glitches. Something I feel like it's really underrated is pre-aiming head glitches. Whenever I'm playing in Call of Duty, I feel like 9 out of 10 times, if I see where an opponent's going to be, they're going to be on a head glitch if there's a head glitch available. And you're seeing it right now. I'm literally on a head glitch now, so it's a perfect timing to talk about it. Pre-aiming a head glitch is so crucial, and you're seeing it right there. It's actually a perfect clip. Let's back away and go through that again. In scenarios like this, okay, I know roughly where he's going to be. I know he's going to be on the other side of the map, okay? Let's go back to our 6-star clip, give it a second. This was just some really good long-range shots, but we'll get to it in a second. So right now, I know if I have a submachine gun, what is my play? My play is to shoulder the balcony, look to my right, see if I can get any close combat gunfights, right? That's my play. But with an AR, it's to find the angle, lock down those lanes. So look what I do. I take my time and I see him. But I'm pre-aiming the head glitch. So crucial. I'm pre-aiming it, we get the kill. Now, I can use movement to jump around and get the second kill. So not only am I able to get the first kill with by pre-aiming head glitches, I'm able to finesse in those close range gunfights. And even though I'm using an AR, I'm able to use the movement and get the kill. You're seeing it here as well. Don't be afraid to be mobile with your assault rifle. Make sure your centering's on point. Make sure you're using everything to its kind of full capacity. And we're just gonna go through some more clips here and just show you what I mean. Off angle right now, we're going across, we're taking our time. We know he's gonna push us, so we go through. What we're doing, we're holding the angle. We're centering where we expect him to be. We take out one. As soon as we get that kill, we reposition, we get the second. But what do? We do a jump shot. I think there's so many ways to improve as an AR player, but it's like, it really does come down to practice and just understanding the strengths and weaknesses of the weapon. I'm not going to just run in right now because I have an assault rifle, but I'm going to take my time. I'm going to find the angle, and I'm going to make sure that when my opponent's ready for me, so when I see my opponent, I'm ready for the gunfight. I'm not going to just run around the corner and slide or jump in because I've got a slower weapon. However, once I know where they are, that you're going to see right now, I know where they're coming from, I can camera them. So we go through, he's right there, okay? So in this scenario, all I want to do is use a short jump. So I'm going to back away, I center onto him, I use the short jump, and I get the kill. I'm able to get the second, okay? The assault rifle is so crucial. Same scenario here. We get one, we get two, we're going to instantly turn around, finding those off angles, pre-aiming the head glitches. So many ways you can improve as an AR player. I feel like another way you can really improve is just kind of utilizing your cover. You're seeing in a lot of these clips as well. One thing we're doing a bit different than when we're using a submachine gun is we're using that cover. Look at this one. This is the perfect example. We slide counter around the corner. We're using that natural cover. We're making sure that we're using head glitches. We're using the walls. We're using buildings. We're just trying to make sure that we have the natural cover in case someone gets aggressive. We're able to kind of just distract us from the situation. We spoke enough about winning gunfights. The next topic I want to talk about is the role of an AR. What your role is as an AR is essentially a sentry gun for the team. You're going to see it right now in this clip. I think it's a perfect way of explaining it. In this scenario as an AR, I don't want to be the first player in. I want to be the sentry gun. I want to be watching over my teammates. So we go through. My teammates are now on my left. As they progress towards the hill, I'm going to watch over them from the distance. So I'm going to let my SMGs be the entry players. I'm going to watch over them as the AR and just make sure I'm the sentry gun, okay? Same thing here. We go through to control. I get one. I look for the second. I'm not in a rush to push through and break the hill. I always want to watch over my teammates and make sure that we have all the angles covered. We're going through again, some really good shots there. And you can just see in a lot of these scenarios, I'm watching over my teammates. I'm looking at the minimap and I'm picking up the off angles. Right now we're at close range. What do? We use movement. When you're close range, people are going to try to finesse you. SMGs are going to try to finesse you. Use your movement, utilize it. When you're in AR spots like this is where it's perfect. You've got an absolute beam of an AR, use it to its potential. Pre-aim head glitches, look at the minimap, get one, get some map control. Right now, my teammate's with me. We look at the minimap, we get the second. We know the third's there. We're gonna get some shots off. Put damage down. You guys are the ARs. You guys are the damage dealers. You guys are sitting on the tanks. You're sitting on the head glitches. Put your damage down. Be annoying to play against. Let your SMGs have a free role in the game. Let them go out. Let them slay. Sit on the hill for them. Sit on the control point. Sit on the head glitches. Be annoying to deal against. Just be that guy that's just like so annoying to play against. When you get killed by an AR, watch the kill cam. Look at their spots. As we go into Black Ops 6, completely new game, there's gonna be so many new areas to go to, okay? So I want you guys to watch the kill cams, look at their spots. When you're watching me, when you're watching Dashy, when you're watching the other CDL Pros or any other streamers that you like watching, look at where they go. Look at how they play with an AR. When you're watching Scrappy, what does he do? How does he prepare for gunfights? All that good stuff. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow where we go through how to improve as an SMG. Catch you guys then. Peace.